I just saw Jordan Peele's Nope for the second time. I first saw it with some friends at Coolidge Corner Theatre in Boston and I really liked it. So when I was coming up with this review, I didn't really know whether the actual experience of being in that theatre affected my judgment of the movie, so I watched it again with some friends in my local cinema. And did my opinion change? No, not really. I have noticed a few things I didn't notice before, but all in all, I still think this movie is pretty damn good. Jordan Peele is one of the most sincere directors working today. Like, you can always see the passion in his work, and there's no exception here. The basic premise is that Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer's characters, OJ and Emerald, own a small Hollywood horse ranch, and they find out that they are being stalked by a UFO. Jordan Peele was very clever to subvert every single expectation people had for the film, although, after watching the final trailer for footage for this video, I was so goddamn pissed that they gave away so much, and I am so thankful I went into this movie blind. Okay, that was all the non-spoiler talk. Skip to this time code if you haven't seen it. 3, 2, 1. So the movie, while good, wasn't perfect at all. I'll start with the stuff I liked. I love its subversion of expectations on the UFO, where the UFO literally is the alien. That was a much better choice than I was expecting, and the design for it was just so creative and visually stunning. There's a scene toward the end of Act 1 where these kids play a prank on OJ by dressing up as aliens, and when I first saw it, I was actually pretty disappointed because I thought this was the actual direction that the movie was going, but when it turned out it was just a bunch of kids, I was relieved. I really liked how the characters felt like real actual people, and unlike a lot of people in horror movies, they made smart decisions most of the time. I liked the ambiguity behind the alien. I've heard a lot of complaints about how we have no info on the origin of the alien, but personally, I believe sometimes less is more, and even if they came up with an origin, how would they naturally deliver that? How would the characters find out? We know so little about the alien because the characters know so little. I like how this movie works as a comedy, a horror, a mystery, a thriller. Jordan Peele really masters blending genres together. I like the movie's exploration of different themes, like our obsession with profiting off of trauma, our treatment of animals, etc. And I can go on and on about what I liked, but now I'll get into what annoyed me. It's clear that Ricky's subplot was there purely for thematic purposes rather than having any effect on the plot. The theme this one was showing was people's attempts to tame predators. We get Ricky, who had a tragic experience with a chimpanzee on a movie set, and the chimpanzee goes crazy and brutally attacks the co-stars, not touching Ricky and even attempting to give him a fist bump. This sparks Ricky's belief that the aliens trust him, and that costs him his life as well as the attendants' lives at his ranch. This is a nice subplot, but it doesn't actually affect the plot at all. Like, if you take that subplot out, the movie will turn out the same. OJ and Emerald would still find out about the alien, still come up with a plan to kill it, and kill it. That's really my biggest problem with the movie. The rest are mostly just nitpicks. For example, why didn't they, after pranking OJ as retaliation for taking their horse, take their horse back? Why didn't the UFO eat OJ after OJ looked at it for a full minute? During the final battle, why did Emerald point the security cameras only at AJ? Why not at the aliens, since that's what they were trying to capture? How did that well camera at the end work? I know it was hand cranked, but the light bulb is still electric. And you can't tell me that the alien was too high up, because after it died, the PA system in the ranch resumed its goodbye recording, showing it did have an effect on the environment around it. But all in all, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. When I first saw it, one of my friends said to me that it was going to be Jordan Peele's most divisive film, and it seems he was right. He didn't like it, a bunch of people online are shitting on it, and I feel like that's largely because people can't help but compare Nope to Get Out. I mean, yeah, Get Out is miles ahead of Nope, but they're two very different movies. Either way, this movie is pretty good. Not perfect, but good. And for my first ever rating on the channel, I'm gonna give this 4 stars out of 5. Hey guys, thanks for watching. So yeah, this was the very first video that I posted on this channel. I hope to be posting more in the future, but I don't have a strict schedule at the moment, so I'll be posting quite randomly. But when I do, I hope that you guys will tune in, support, like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that shit. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.